What's in it for me? What's in it? What's in it? What's in? What's in it? What's in it? Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm ecstatic that you're here with me today. For me, it's a jumble. What's in a jumble? It? What's in it? A word jumble. What's in it? What's in it? What's in a word jumble? You know, you have to figure it out. You have to unjumble it. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. In case you're wondering why you're here, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I'm going to help you figure out, if you don't already know, which side of the fence you're on. And there's only two sides of the fence. I decided to put a word jumble for the what's in it for me. For the title of this video. Several other contenders for the title of this video. The day I was in the parking lot, I went to the pharmacy. A stranger approached me. I was driving down through the parking lot in my car, and a stranger came up to me asking me for help. There's the status quo side of the fence, which is, I look around, I see misery, I create more misery. But the winner is whatever the word jumble turns out to be. So I'm going to give you some clues. The first what's in it for jumble me turns out to be. I'm going to give you some clues. The first clue, fun ways to fit, which ended up not working out. But I remember the first thing that popped into my mind was, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? I rise up. I laser focus. I deliberately focus on creating. Here's the thing about the world of my dreams. Here's the thing about the new world. Don't have a fit. Don't have a fit. Here's the thing about that question. It's not a new question. What's in it for me? Here's the thing about that particular question. It's not a new question. It's a question. There's a question. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshine. It's been around. Showing you how I managed to fit in. Stick around for, and that's what I talk about on every single one of my Ray of Sunshine videos. There's a whole array of rays of sunshine for the ages. If you're returning, then you're aware that you're aware. Brand new. I hope you stick around for a while. It's a question. Please don't leave me. Been around. You're aware. You're brand new. I hope you stick around for a while. If you're returning, please don't leave me. Then you're aware that they're for a reason. Time after lifetime. Doing something different to discover something different. Doing something different to make a difference. After lifetime. So right now I'm floating around in this area of a pond where what's in it for me jumble turns out to be. I'm going to give you some clues. Figure it out. Clue is, and you're aware to laser focus. To laser focus. The human nature of things. The definition. So right now I'm floating around in this area of a pond where the definition is now becoming different. What's in it for me doesn't take on the same meaning anymore. Maybe what's in it for me could be what's in it for we. What's in it for we? What do we have to give? See, I sprinkled the ashes of my husband several years ago, and I did it because this particular area, as you can kind of see up behind me, it looks sort of a pyramid motif going on, and you know I'm big on motifs. If you've been with me before, you know that it's a progression to see what fits, and I try lots of different things. So that's what you'll discover if you go back to some of my earlier videos. Whatever the word jumble. You know, we've already tried it the other way, so you'll see the progression. Give you some clues. The first clue is planet.
So this is the home of the mayflies.
The home of the mayflies. On this planet. Few in control. And the home of the mayflies. All the others. April, May, and June at least. I can testify to that.
So this is the home of the mayflies.
It's the same thing as we all do every day. We go through this process to figure out what fits.
So this is the home.
This is the home of the mayflies. Being deceived into believing. They love it here, and they love me.
And testify to that.
Who they're not. Which reminds me, send me a like. Send me a like if you like me, so I'll know that you like me. Send me a like, so I'll know that you like me. Send me a like. How else would I know? Laser focus. So I'll know that you like me. Laser focus. You know what I mean? Laser focus. We are. You know what I mean? Laser focus. And that's a lot of what I talk about on my whole video presentation. Deliberately focusing on creating the world of our dreams. We are a spark off the old. You know what you're doing. You have to figure out what you're doing here, what you're doing here, and what you're doing here, what you're doing here. Two things you can always count on from Ray of Sunshine. What I'm doing in this program is going to make sense. What I'm doing here, I'm translating. So, we've tried that for millennia. Now, maybe it's time to try something different. And I get lots of messages from lots going to be the truth. There's the status quo side of the fence.
It's April, May, and June.
The creators, magnificent creators. Program is based on doing something different. That's what my whole program is based on. Doing something different to discover something different. And the creators.
So my husband Sid and I used to come to this park
discover something
a lot,
different.
And we enjoyed it. And so he's very comfortable here. And I figured this is where
make a
he
difference.
fits in. My whole, the unfolding video presentation represents progression. So the blossoming works, and that's what I'm here for.
It's what we do as human beings. We fall apart. Pick up the pieces. We put the pieces back together. Get back. Because there's a lot of difference. Because there's a lot of different happening in this world. A lot of different happening inside of us. I'm just here to nudge. I don't pretend to have all the answers. What's in it for me.
So that you can
I'm here.
The uniqueness of you.
What's in it for me?
Playtime. Create you.
Because I believe it's all part of the process of creating something in it.
I knew this was going to happen. Wait a minute.
For you. That's why I'm here.
Could be on finding that which contributes toward happiness, rather than focusing on what's right in front of you. Because there's no such thing as too much happy.
Because I believe there's something in it
happy
for you.
So why not do things to contribute toward it?
As you know, those deep wounds take a long time to heal.
What is that?
Pyramid.
So
my entire video series shows a progression. To laser focus. A progression of us as a civilization, us as a species, and developing.
How this my program is a metaphor for how we
right now we're in the process of getting over the hump. So I'm developing an entirely new format here. We're all. It's a jumble. A jumble. What I'm exploring, you might have explored in a different time. We're all. My exploration in this lifetime might have been your exploration in a different lifetime. That's laser. A different experience. Did you ever work on a project and you get so involved that the hours you don't even care. You don't even know. In a different time. So that could be a little sneak preview, really, of the new world. Sometimes. Parts of our lives. The parts of us that we don't explore. Those are all the parts we haven't forgiven. All the parts that we need to embrace, fall in love with, embrace. So that could be a little sneak preview, really, of the new world that we're gliding into. The new world. That snap out of it and compassion. A world of caring. That's laser focus. But we're all exploring. But over the course of that exploration, I don't need to judge your exploration. You don't need to judge mine. Deliberately focusing, developing an entirely new format on creating with your life, and moving into the world, what some people refer to as New World energy. It's a different consciousness. It's a different consciousness, a different awareness, and that's the kind of stuff that I talk about on my channel. My exploration in this lifetime might have been your exploration in a different lifetime, in a different experience.
I was thinking about how it was a perfect fit for Sid to have his ashes sprinkled in the Egyptian section, because that's where the pyramids were. I found it right.
And I'm really glad that you're sticking around. Make sure you pop in every once in a while so that we're all together on the same page. If you take off, it blows my whole plan. Status quo, side of the fence. Here's the other thing. I repeat a lot of the same things over and over and over on a lot of my previous videos, which we're all exploring. I don't need to judge your exploration. You don't need to judge mine. But over the course of that exploration, at one time or another during our lives, we develop. We develop in some ways. It's easy enough for me to repeat it. I've already said it there. I present it in a lot of different ways over there. There's a whole array of rays of sunshine, and they're there for a reason, to show an evolution. My whole program is a metaphor for life. Develop. We expand on. Hey, we've tried it the other way, right? Happy for millennia. Our talents, our natural abilities better. We become proficient. We become masters in feeling.
What's going on right now is between the last clip and this clip, I went out to get a new clip. They modeled that for you.
Yeah, you know, that's what goes on.
You in charge,
and everyone else happy. And everyone else is just a pile of crap.
In all of my videos, right? Amazing, fun things. And I've actually, I went to pick up, which has bird's eyes. I'll model that for you
Laser
as well.
Focus. Welcome. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Welcome to the new world.
Because you've been there. You understand laser focus.
Hope you can see it okay in there. And I've had this for a few months now, but I haven't used it. I was waiting for the right occasion, and this is the perfect occasion. So, flying high off now to another area where, before the sun gets here, I found this little baby.
So here's how it plays out on the new world.
So I wanted to show you what I was doing earlier at my sister's house, because I got a brand new computer.
That's why starts with you falling in love with you, falling in love with
trying to train recorder. The one that goes from speech to text. The one that goes from I guess that's what it's called, speech to text. I was teaching it to understand me better. So
right behind something that I posted on Instagram, which was I'm nobody's special. I'm nobody's special. But nobody's more special than me, and so look at it. Nobody's more special. Either way, I'm going to tell you what is special. But nobody's more special than me. I'm nobody's special. Nobody is more special than me. And nobody is more special than you. Fall in love with you. That I'm going to highly recommend, and I recommend it in a lot of my previous videos too. While you're just hanging around, being of you. You being is love you, in love with you. You don't have to have, accomplish. You don't have to have, do, accomplish, of that which no longer serves, and letting go of that which no longer serves. So that would be the past. Time to let it go. The past is the past. It served to create the uniqueness of you. So this adventure that we're on. So it's a pretty simple plan that we're on together. This new world adventure. In love with you, new world adventure. In love with everybody else in the world. Just be, conquer, just be, and treating each other that way. Just be. And my recommendation is, while you're in the process of being, you could take a moment to appreciate how amazing you are.
Betrayal. It tells the story of being falsely arrested, falsely imprisoned, falsely convicted for a sexual crime.
It's an adventure. It's an adventure that no one on this planet has ever been on before. Take a moment to realize amazing creature that you are becoming, that you are developing into, that you have become. The amazing lessons that you've learned.
Lie. Back then, I knew there were lies, which led to a false conviction. I didn't know the extent of it.
Just be.
Those who were implicit in the false conviction were all the representatives of the court.
We're here to figure this out.
Court. The judge, the prosecutor, and my own attorney. And you know what? Up until that point, that never even occurred to me. The thought never even crossed my mind that my attorney would stab me in the back. But she did. Would stab me in the back.
To realize. But she did. Amazing creature that you have become, that you have become, that you are becoming, the amazing lessons that you've learned, that you are developing into, that you've in this lifetime, the unbelievable hardships, the amazing lessons that you've conquered in the process of discovering the uniqueness of you. Another recommendation I have while you're in the process of being, and for that just be to occur, is this adventure that we're on.
In order to be betrayed, in order to be betrayed, in order to be targeted for conflict and struggle, of trauma, that real difficulty, struggle, heartache, there have to be a betrayer and a betrayed. And one thing that I've learned about people who hurt enemies and hate is that they hurt because they're hurt. But they're also fulfilling a role. They're playing their part. He's got to do it. Somebody.
This adventure that we've been anticipating now for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We are the pioneers. That's why you're here. To figure this out.
Do it.
Dreaming. And I'm going after some new dreams. I talk about a lot of them in a lot of my previous videos. New dreams. What about deliberately choosing to create the world of our dreams? Deliberately choosing what we would want the whole world to laser focus on.
To show a progression. And the progression doesn't indicate going backwards, right?
What you're doing, that's what we're doing on this program, and that's what we're doing on this planet.
Progression means moving forward, elevating,
rise. Compassion, understanding. Compassion, understanding. Equal giving and receiving. Dreams for the new world. But we're here to figure it out.
But that was part of my process, to learn how I don't want to be, to learn what I don't want to be a part of my life.
To figure it out.
This, and mind you, I was doing this over and over several times, but this is what I look like. Check it out. And mind you,
learning, loving living.
And as it turns out, it never did catch on to my voice. So,
yeah. What's in it for me?
That was a dead-end expedition.
Things. Just always trying to
happy happen. Well, there's enough illumination for everyone.
Progress. Justice, equanimity, equality, equal justice, compassion. Imagine if you went to the casino. It doesn't matter if you like gambling, if you approve, anything. Imagine going to the casino and you put some money in and you quit when you were ahead and you left. And you did that the next time, and the next time. What do you think eventually would happen?
Let me tell you about the magic touch. Because I used this in my advertising at one time.
Your bankroll increases, right? Because you increase every single time. Your bankroll increases. Same thing. And that in this life. Same thing in life. A word jumble. You have to figure it out. You have to unjumble it. A word jumble.
So I have lots of stories too about Sid. Sid passed away in 2015, but we were together for 17 years and we did a lot of amazing fun things. They're different, and they're all different. And if you, this one here, what is this one going to say? Magic. This one's going to say magic touch. You probably already know that, right? Since it says magic touch.
That's what I showed with my whole video presentation. A progression. Several other contenders for the title of this video. The winner is whatever the word jumble turns out to be. I'm going to give you some clues. The first clue is you learn some things about me, you learn some things about you. What's in it for me? Yeah. So I'm going to give you some clues. Yeah. What's in it for me? I believe something in it for you. There's something in it for you. What sin? It. Yeah. What sin? Yeah. What's in it for me?